Good evening, I'm Fendus. Regarding the clip I just put in at the start, I've noticed something. This has happened twice in a row now. So I'm uploading daily Pokemon White videos, and they get 0 likes. Okay, but then I take a break for a few days, and my most recent video during that break gets 2 likes. It happened with part 32, which was on September 17th. Okay, maybe I should just show you. If you can even see. Yeah, I don't know if you can see because of the low resolution. Okay, but alright, so September 15th, September 16th, September 17th, and the next one is on September 20th. So I took a 3-day break here, and this video got 2 likes. And now again, September 20th, September 21st, September 22nd, September 23rd, and now today is September 25th. So I've taken a 2-day break and 2 likes. So it's as if I wait, it'll get likes. These uninterrupted ones don't get any likes. In fact, they get dislikes, or last time they did. And then if I take a break, they get 2 likes. Very weird. I'm not saying that I'm gonna change my schedule around this finding or anything. It's just something I noticed. Because, I mean, I just put in a clip there of complaining about when I get 0 likes. That doesn't apply to just YouTube. That applies to Twitter. In fact, it was on Twitter that I found it. And I have a cup of tea here, despite dinner being ready in like, I don't know, 25 minutes. And after I saw that my previous video got a like, I felt like, oh, should I really put in that clip in this video? And then I got 2 likes, and I'm like, what? Who are liking these videos? How much of the videos are they watching? You sure wonder. Like the analytics aren't that specific, I'm pretty sure. If I can check out the analytics here, which I can. Wow, it says watch time 1.5 hours. No way. Is that me or is that someone else? That wasn't me. I haven't watched this video. Not 1.5 hours of it. 1.5. That's the entire video. That's, well, almost the entire video. If the video's an hour and 38 minutes. But I mean, that's the total watch time. So like, you can't get like, you can't see each individual person watching it, of course. The analytics are not that specific. Okay, so yeah, so I took a little break. What else was it that I was gonna say in this video? Because I plan things out in my head, kind of. I guess this music is kind of good. Okay, so... Well, when was this video on? When was the 36th part? Pause. Why has this been happening to me lately, where I can't pause YouTube videos? Like the first few seconds when I click on the page, it's really weird. That's been happening both on my computer and like the school computer, I think. I don't remember. Maybe only here, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, so that was at the in the evening. I don't remember if I did anything after recording this video. I mean, of course I did, but I don't remember what. I mean, it doesn't even matter. Do I really have to be talking about this? I always gotta document this, even though it doesn't really matter. Oh yeah. Oh, this was very recent, so of course I remember this quite. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, so I'm watching Gary and Riva a lot lately. PokeSense. Someone said in the comments that he looked like Piff the Magic Dragon. And he kind of took offense to that. He assumed it had malicious intent. Oh yeah, and also one time in school I was looking on the Undertale wiki at all these leitmotifs. It was quite interesting, actually. I haven't really inspected the Undertale soundtrack that closely ever. I mean, I still haven't. Like, maybe I should and look at the Undertale soundtrack a bit closer. All I know is it's good. It's quite good. Indeed. My first music cover on this channel was of an Undertale piece of music, although it was a troll video. It was dumb. Some people found it funny. Yeah, so I was reading a bit about Gary and Riva. Like, there's this... oh yeah, so I'm in his Discord server, and he posted his email, and it had Topio in it. Or Topio. I think he pronounced it Topio, which is something I remember from like 5 years ago. Topio. Topio. I think that's how he pronounces it. I wonder what that Topio thing was. I found a subreddit for it. And it seems to be like a group of YouTubers. Gary and Riva, of course, and then 2 others whom no one has heard of. Okay, that's kind of rude. Maybe. Oh yeah, so I found his... this is what I do. I told you, I'm private investigator Fendus. This is what I'm known for. This is what gets me into trouble all the time. This is why everyone hates me. I went on Gary and Riva's LinkedIn. Because he has a LinkedIn. Garen Ladley. In Peterborough. However you pronounce that. I looked up how to pronounce it. It's Peterborough. Peterborough. So I was just walking around there on Google Maps, Street View. Man, people over here on the Yuri Yuri Discord server getting excited about Rent a Girlfriend finale episode. I cannot. Well, actually, it's only like 2 people, or maybe 3. Still, I mean, I don't get the appeal of that anime. I mean, I haven't even watched it, but well, I have watched Digine's content with Best Guy Ever. Best Guy Ever is quite the interesting guy. He is quite entertaining. How should I put it? His Best Guy Ever. I haven't watched him much. I watched this video on video game difficulty, and I think it was a good video, but I'm not even sure I agree. Maybe I can have the same approach as him, though, if I mean, I used to, I guess. I mean, pretty much his opinion is that video game... It was actually not even what I was expecting when I was going into the video. I was expecting him to have my position of, oh, video game difficulty, it doesn't matter, or something like that. My position isn't even thought out. Well, I guess my position is that, oh, well, you know, video games suck, so I'm gonna cheat, or something. But no, he was not thinking that. He thinks he likes the difficulty in games being uncustomizable, so that it's comparable across, so like the experiencers are comparable across for everyone. Pretty much as a competition, I guess. Well, even then, he tremendously enjoyed beating very difficult video games, which I can really, I certainly have enjoyed it. Oh, never mind. Or I'll get to this later. Yes, it's just that I don't know if I can enjoy that anymore. I could in the past, you know, in 2018, but I don't know if I can anymore. 2018, again, it was the year of the video games for me. So I just went on Best Guy Ever's channel here, and I saw that he has made a podcast about, or as he calls it, a Tarantino cast about Reservoir Dogs with a bunch of people here. Is that Endless Jess? Wow, it's Endless Jess. That's epic. It's Endless Jess. And of course, Digine is in this one. Or not of course, but he is. But she is. So I might want to listen to this. So this is apparently Nate's favorite Tarantino film. Which, I mean, of course, I've only watched 2, and this is my favorite, but that doesn't even mean I like it. Well, I do like it, but not much. And I hate Pulp Fiction. Fuck that shit. Someone left a comment here saying, I can't wait to listen to the gang dissecting Pulp Fiction. I can't wait either, because I don't know if anyone can convince me that it's good. Of course, I mean, probably people have written tons of stuff about that already that I could just look up, but I haven't. What is this? He has Japanese lessons? There's not a... What? What is this? It's some very funny Japanese lessons. I mean, I can do this stuff too. But I mean, that, why am I even bragging about that? Doesn't even mean I'm better at Japanese than him. I'm not. I mean, he wrote wa here. I can't even write that. I don't even know the stroke order of that. Well, I don't even know if he knows that. I'd have to look closer. Yeah, he does. Of course he does. Oh, he can even write go. You know, as in Nihongo. Why am I even saying this stuff? I don't know, I'm just really insecure, I guess. Something weird about the Japanese language upsets me when I see it like this. I don't know. Oh shit, he did have the wrong stroker on Watashi. And Ka. Someone wrote a comment. I'll just forget that I ever talked about this, I guess. Anyway, the point is, I watched their content about Rent a Girlfriend. It was a tremendously good video, actually. Yes. You ever eat food so good you just eat it again? Yeah, especially after I forced myself to vomit it. I don't know why I found that funny. I just saw it in a Discord server here. I guess I'm addicted to social media. I need to stop this. I need to stop clicking between these Discord servers, I tell you. Okay, so yeah, so back to Gary and Riva. I was just like, yeah, I was looking on that stuff. Gary and Riva's yeah, Peterborough. And like I saw that he had because I've been watching Pokesins. I happened to watch his Wake Up Snorlax, and in the BTSF he made it clear. I mean, when I was watching the video, I was like, wow, isn't it weird how he's like talking so much about like the, what would you call it, geology? Like, why is he talking so much about that? Maybe that's like something he's good at, I guess. He said in the BTSF that, well, I don't know what he said exactly, but you know, he's kind of been into some of that stuff, and he was I don't know if I can make this comparison. I don't know. How can I say this? Well, I mean, it's geography, you know, in more general sense. Gary and Riva is interested in geography, and he was gonna be a meteorologist, but meteorology required a lot more math than geography, and he hates math. So he gave up on that. saw that he was a meteorological assistant here on, it says on LinkedIn. As part of school work experience. More than that, I didn't actually bother to read, and I was reading just now. This pause. Okay, so anyway, let's get back. Yeah, so yeah, I went to school yesterday. And yeah, whatever. And then I was watching Pokémon after school. I was just scrolling through the episodes and saw the Ghost of Maiden's Peak, which sounded like familiar for some reason. Maybe because it sounds like Ghost in the Shell or some shit. I don't know. Ghost of Maiden's Peak, it sounds like something they didn't come up with. It sounds like some parody of something, I don't know. Kind of like the Akari who leapt through time. Which is apparently, I mean, it's a reference to some fucking anime film from 2006. I don't even know what the hell this is. I mean, I've heard about it, but I don't really know anything about it. Looks like trash. Looks like trash. I don't know how so much time passed yesterday. I don't know. I don't know what I was doing. Like when I'm looking here at my search history. It's weird. Okay, so then I made a tier list. Maybe I'll get back to this. I don't know. And watching more Gary and Riva in the night. Yeah, and then man, time zones are weird. Like someone said, someone was 2 hours away from me and I was trying to figure out where exactly that could be, like in the world, and it was weird. Time zones are so weird. It seems to be like something has to do with, you know, there's like summertime and shit. Like it's so confusing. Like it couldn't be in the UK. Well, of course not. Well, or I'm confused. Let me go back and look at the time zones. It's so confusing. Like for someone to be 2 hours away from me, it would have to be like, okay, here's the thing. The United Kingdom is 1 hour away from me. But Iceland, even though it's supposed to be 1 hour away from me, it's 2 hours away. So it's very confusing. So I guess that person in that Discord server was Icelandic. That's the only explanation I can come up with. Again, private investigator found us. Time zones. So... Yes, and then I went to school today. And I was quite tired. You know, it's like, you know, I have psychology class, and now I'm reading about Sigmund Freud. Sigmund Freud. Sigmund Freud. I've read various things on Wikipedia, like the these weird yeah, I've read about the a little bit about the these the Freudian psychosexual development was weird. I mean, I've read only slightly about this. Whatever. And we was doing the movements in PE class, and afterwards I was like, is it even worth it to take a shower? I don't know if I should. I don't know if I'm really sweaty enough to take a shower. I don't know. But I decided to do it. You know, it's like annoying. It's like I have to walk across the entire fucking school, and then like you know, the shower room, and then like, you know, if I'm not careful, my clothes would get wet. You know, it's really difficult to put on your clothes in there. Like, yeah, it kind of sucks. And this time I had to wait for like 3 other people to use this one shower room, because they have this one shower room that I have permission to use. Oh shit, a Dusk Stone. Why did it auto-complete Pokemon Sword? Damn it. I don't have Pokemon Sword. Oh god, Bulbapedia is going crazy. It has... the formatting isn't working. The text is Times New Roman. Look at this. Okay, what? Why are they making these stones which barely evolve any Pokemon? Male Curlia to evolve into Gallade. Female Snorunt to evolve into Frostlass. I meant I don't know this song. It is not familiar to me. So oh, and I also got a haircut yesterday. Oh man, I forgot there was a bunch of stuff after school. Yeah, I arrived home so late yesterday. At like 18:30 or something. 18:20 or something like that. Wait, no, that's an exaggeration. Wait, no, it's not, or I don't remember. Yeah, it was at 18:21, 18:20, you know, it was around. Yeah, so anyway, so after school ended, I went straight to the optician and got my eyes checked. My vision had become a little bit worse, but barely. And we was looking at new glasses too, and of course they, you know, noticed my strabismus again, which, I mean, I already said I have strabismus, and they was gonna send me someplace, like, it was optional. I mean, like, it's not really that necessary. I mean, but I might, I don't know, this might be good, I don't know. Fucking hell. I don't know what the right, I don't know about my strabismus, it's very confusing. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. And then after the optician, and they also took pictures of my eyes, but they, like, I was blinking, so it was difficult. Well, it was difficult the first time. For some reason, I did it flawlessly the second time. I don't know. Like, we tried like 3 times, and then I just went to the optician, took a look at my eyes for like 45 minutes, and then we went back to the camera, and then it worked fine. I don't know. Straight after the optician, I went to get a haircut. Of course, it's difficult for me to describe how how I want it cut. It's very difficult for me. Very difficult. So not fun to go to the hair salon. But it's cut now. And so that's nice, I guess. Yes. So, and then after that, we went home, but it was a lot of traffic. It took a long time to get home. And then I was watching Pokémon in the night. And then again, it was today, like I said, I already talked about today, my day of school today. And yeah, and then so this evening, when I came home from school today, I've been watching Pokémon. As always, I'm just watching Pokémon these days. Oh, and we also took a look at, like, I might get new glasses. I don't know. We was looking at that at the optician too. I don't know. I don't know about that, and it might be complicated by strabismus. The optician said, or something. But well, I don't know. I'm really. I don't know anything. It's all very confusing for me. I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do. And I've also been looking at. I was looking through my pictures folder today, and I found some like a fun tweet chain I had with someone earlier this year. It was fun. And that's it. I go into too much detail about this stuff. I think. But I'm gonna go into even more detail, but I have to go to dinner, so be right back. Oh, guys, sure do dislike thinking about all these not fun things. Okay, so first of all, I've been watching so much Gary and Riva lately. I realized I had to update my tier list, or not my tier list. Sorry, that's next. My 3x3 of my favorite YouTubers. I did this on September 23rd at 1:28 o'clock, which would have been, so that was, that was then. So that was actually before I made the previous video. But I didn't mention this. But okay, so I just thought of this because I was like going into OBS here and looking at like the image thing, and it was a 3x3 because I'd shown this priorly. So here's the updated one. I rearranged them a little bit because it's kind of supposed to be like they're in order, like from, so like this, so like it goes from like, left to right, up to down, is like my favorites. Like starting with my favorite Digine, and then Nintendo Capri Sun, and then Loxton. Although it doesn't have to be that exact. And it's not necessarily exactly how I feel. Because it's, difficult to decide exactly. But anyway, so I added Gary and Riva to the tier list. Because he certainly deserves a spot in it, because his Pokesins series is absolutely tremendous. And I also rearranged them a little bit. I guess I should be comparing to the previous one. Which was this one. This was the previous one. So I moved Loxton up, and I moved Rossman down, and yeah, that's about it. And I put Gary and Riva there. Oh, and I moved I Just Want to Be Cool down. Yeah. Okay, now let me show you another thing. I made this yesterday. So I did this thing a few months ago. I only showed this to my friend. I made a books tier list, and then I marked which ones were assigned in school, to me in school. So this is okay, and then I made an updated one yesterday. So I'm gonna show you the one I made yesterday. I might as well show you the one I made 2 months ago, and this is it if you want to take a look at it. Man, it's gonna be so low resolution that you're not even gonna be able to see anything anyway. Okay, but here is the updated one. Now you're gonna be able to see even less. So, god damn it. Oh no, I was gonna switch out microgram. Oh, I'm on Victory Road. Have I taken a wrong turn? I thought this was like a side thing. Not the main path. Maybe it's not the main path. Okay, so here is a tier list of like all of the books that I've read in the past 4 years. So, since I started 7th grade in school. I don't know, maybe I'll just, like, finish talking about this, and then I'll... I guess it doesn't take very long. I don't know. So, the ones marked in red are ones which were assigned to me in school. The ones marked with orange were assigned to me in school, but I had already read them. Which isn't exactly true for Holes, because I hadn't finished reading Holes. I'd read like 3/4 of it, or like half of it or so. Yeah, like 3/4 or something like that. And then, so when we were assigned it in school, I was rereading the early chapters, although I wasn't paying as much attention because I'd already read them. Or I don't know, I don't even remember. I was paying a decent amount of attention, I suppose. And then before we finished reading it in school, I finished reading it on my own. Like at the part, the remaining stuff of the book that I hadn't finished reading. But I'd read a good portion of it before we started reading it in school. And Hunger Games I'd read. Hunger Games, man, I read that book a long time ago. Like, if I remember correctly, I read that book when I was 9 years old. I think. Well, technically 8 years old, since it was before my birthday. Because my birthday is at the end of the summer. In France. We were in France, and I was reading The Hunger Games. And I read it quickly, too. Like, I spent a lot of time reading, if I remember correctly. Like, I read it quickly. But maybe I'm misremembering. But that is how I've always interpreted that memory, and all the time. So, but I doubt my memories sometimes. Well, I do, because I never feel too confident in something. And now it's raining. What the frick? Okay, and the ones marked in yellow were assigned to me in school, but the book was chosen by me. So this was in the summer breaks. Between the during the summer break, man, our Swedish teacher was evil. She would assign us, like we would have to read a book during the summer. I mean, that's not so bad. Well, it is, because you shouldn't force someone to read something. That just kills their enjoyment, pretty much. And so that happened every summer, between 7th and 8th grade, between 8th and 9th grade, and between 9th and 10th grade. And it happened once more in the winter break of 10th grade. We had to read The Fault in Our Stars. I mean, okay, so I did this thing that I'm very proud of. I read the entire book before the winter break started. You can go back and watch my videos. This was at the end of 2018. December 2018, I was talking about this in my videos. How I was reading like 60 pages in the book every day, and it was difficult. But I did it. I had like a week left of school, and I had like 4 days, and I was going to read like 60 pages every day, and I would be done with it. And I did it. The book is a bit longer than that, but I'd gotten a bit already, because we were allowed to read a little bit before the winter break started, like in classes, I remember. But yeah, I mean, I did it. I actually did it. I read like 60 pages per day. It was so difficult, but I did it. I mean, I shouldn't even be proud. Well, see, this is why fuck school, seriously. She was awful. I hated that book. I sure did hate that book. There's an illustration in that book which I didn't understand back then, and now, I mean, I googled it recently, so now I understand it. You see, I wrote a review of The Fault in Our Stars, because that's what we had to do after the winter break. I wrote it, it was in Swedish. I haven't bothered to translate it. I don't know if anyone cares. You could just put it into Google Translate, I guess. Well, that wouldn't be good enough. I could translate it. I was gonna translate it actually for my blog, because I posted it on my blog. Figured might as well. But it's only in Swedish. Man, oh man, I sure do hate The Fault in Our Stars. Reminds me, you know, it just reminds me of my worry that I'll never get a girlfriend, you know? I don't even know if I care all that much anymore. I don't even know. I'm conflicted. I guess things do still bother me very much. Maybe not in the exact same way anymore, though. Maybe it's more like the topic which upsets me now, more than like any worry about the future. Well, no, that's not true. Maybe it is about the future after all. Yeah, I guess it is, yeah. Because like if you put up a hypothetical like thought experiment, like if I knew like if some like, what would you say, oracle, if an oracle is called an oracle, oh no, maybe not. A medium. Well, even then, I don't know what it's called. It's called sia in Swedish, or that's the verb. Remember fucking learning that word in Swedish class. In like, yeah, back then. It just stuck in my mind. Dude, I can't fucking find what I'm looking for. Oh yeah, it's called a psychic. Fucking hell. These fucking terms. Yeah. There we have it. Psychic. If a psychic were to tell me, if an actual real psychic were to tell me my future, and I liked my future, then nothing would upset me anymore, right? I guess. Or rather, this topic wouldn't upset me anymore. Right? Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure that is how it would be. So, I'm pretty sure that's correct. In which case, and then I conclude that it's a worry about my future, which is causing my which is causing me being upset at the topic of sex. So anyway, and Fault in Our Stars included. There was a lot of other things with Fault in Our Stars too. You know, I talked about this the other day too. How I read a blog post about it, or no, well, it was a DeviantArt thing. Someone had written. I talked about this. Whatever. You know, it's like, I mean, I criticized the same stuff, like the dialogue, but I criticized it in kind of a clunky way. Or rather, I mean, I claimed that the dialogue was realistic, whilst the other person who wrote a Fault in Our Stars review claimed that their dialogue was unrealistic. So, that's a clear contention. Anyway. Yeah, so that's what I did with the Fault in Our Stars. The point was, the Swedish teacher assigned us a book during the fucking winter break too, in the 10th grade. Like, wow. But I read it all before the winter break. It was great. It was the best decision I ever made, pretty much. Well, that's just a little thing, but still. Okay, so the point anyway is that during this... Okay, so back to the yellow thing. During the summers, we got to choose which book to read. So between the 7th and 8th grade that summer, I chose The Maze Runner. Or, yeah, I don't know what it's called. The Maze Runner or just Maze Runner. Dude, I'm looking for the book. The Maze Runner. And the second summer... Okay, so here's the thing which happened. In the 8th grade, I read like 100 pages in the piano tuner. I don't remember why. Well, I think it might have been one of those times where like we went to the library to get a book for like one of those reading weeks, maybe. We're gonna be reading for a while, like for a week, a lot in a lot of classes. Like you were reading. Maybe it was one of those times, or maybe I was just. Yeah, I think that was what it was. I don't know though. I remember reading the piano tuner though, like the first 130 pages or so. And then I took a long break. I returned it, and then when summer rolled around, I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna keep reading the piano tuner. That's technically not an entire book, but hey, no one will notice. And besides, it's long enough that it could pass for a whole book anyway. Like the remainder of the book. So, I read the piano tuner that summer. I tremendously liked it. The protagonist Edgar Drake's Yellow Fever. That was quite the book. But I mean, it wasn't even that good, which is why I've put it down to A. Maybe it wasn't that good after all, I don't know, it was weird. Had some weird stuff, I mean, I don't know if it was all that interesting, really. Like, I don't know. I remember they were at some, like, meeting. Well, it was kind of interesting, the twist with the doctor, I guess. They went to some meeting somewhere up north, I remember. And there was some hospital where that was with the doctor. I've actually forgotten the doctor's name, but whatever. I don't care. Well, I mean, I could look it up. Why am I taking... Do I really need to be taking this long? Why am I even pressed for time? I guess I'm not. What was his name? It doesn't say. The synopsis on Wikipedia doesn't say. What was that man's name? Anthony Carroll. Anthony Carroll, I guess. The ending was weird too. So I don't know if it was that good, really. Well, it is one of the most interesting books I read. Well, not really though. It was so weird too, because it was like interspersed with these like factual, it was like the history of Burma, like just copy paste, just out of nowhere we get the history of Burma or something. I mean, what? I don't know. Oh yeah, and then they went to that festival or something with Kin Myo. And then there was that, like, hunting. Or something, I don't know. Whatever. However, okay, so that was between 8th and 9th grade. And then between 9th and 10th grade, there was no free choice anymore. Enter Purple. Assigned in school, but the book was chosen by me, but it had to be about World War II. I don't remember what exactly the specifications were. Maybe it was that it had to be about the Holocaust or something. It was either World War II or the Holocaust, I guess. And, well, I mean, I guess I could have found some other book, but whatever. I mean, I picked The Boy in the Striped Pajamas. You know, I'd heard a lot about it. It was lying right there. Just fuck it out. I took it. And I didn't like it. Of course. Okay, so that's those categories. And then freely read. Yeah, the point anyway of this is like to show, one, how few books I've read, and two, how few of those were freely read. Only 2 were freely read, and I liked neither of them. It was Dammen, which I read in the 8th grade. It was really weird, actually. Man, that was a weird point. I actually freely read. I can't believe it. I just, like, picked it up from the library, and I read it at home. It was weird. I almost never have done that, as you can see, the past 4 years. But I did that. It was the continuation of En I Havet, which is to the left of it, which we were assigned. You would have thought if I didn't like the first book, why would I read the second? But I did. I remember she was taking some test, I remember. In Dammen. And in the first, in I Havet, her hair was burnt by, like, some girl burnt her hair with a candle when they were doing the Lucia-tåget. You know, I've looked up that song, you know, the main song of the Lucia-tåget, and like it seems to be like kind of a thing in Italy as well. You know, St. Lucy's Day, December 13th. They burnt her hair. And then we have Riddles of Existence, a guided tour of metaphysics by Earl Coney and Theodore Sider, which I have an entire blog post about. In short, I got it for Christmas in December of 2017. I finished reading it a couple of months ago. So that's 2.5 years later. I remember reading it on the... Wait a minute. Yeah. I remember reading it on the flight to Poland. Just a random memory with that book. Do, 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 do. Oh, wait a minute. What is a Dusk Stone? Haven't I already looked up the... Holy frick, it's a Dusk Stone! Have I looked up a Dusk Stone yet? I'm pretty sure that's what I need for Litwick. Once it reaches the second stage, that is. If it evolves Murkrow into Honchkrow... Man, Bulbapedia is really down right now. Oh, and you can't even see what I'm doing right now because of the... because of this thing. I just got a Dusk Stone. Okay, there we go. Honchkrow. Yeah, Murkrow into Honchkrow. I didn't evolve my Murkrow when I was playing Alpha Sapphire because I prefer Murkrow's design. Causes Misdreavus to evolve into... or Misdreavus to evolve into Mismagius. And similarly with Misdreavus, I prefer Misdreavus's design over Mismagius's. Causes Lampent to evolve into Chandelure. Epic. And Doublade to evolve into Aegislash. Alright. It's a Dusk Stone. This item makes certain Pokemon evolve. I used one to evolve a Lampent from the Celestial Tower. Yeah. So it even says it out loud here. Because that's the one Generation 5 Pokemon which evolves with this thing. Roar. So am I back where I was? Maybe I can just do my surface level book reviews for the rest of the episode. I mean, I could. It's really surface level though. I should probably write some like blog posts about all these instead. I mean, I can do that too, and I can do both, I guess. Thing is, it'll create so much repetition, but I guess that's okay. Like, that is if you're reading all my blog posts and watching all my YouTube videos, which no one does anyway. Then you're getting a lot of repetition. I've hidden it from the screen though, because maybe it's, you know, yeah, it's annoying to have it in the way. Alright, so I already talked about Neuhavet and Necrostammen. The Maze Runner. Man, I remember there was some girl who came to the Labyrinth, and that hadn't happened before. I remember, like, I think it was interesting, like, how the Labyrinth worked. Or the maze, it's called in English. There are two types of labyrinths, and the one which, like, in the word labyrinth in English refers to a specific type of maze, I think. Like, there are different types of mazes. Well, it's not even a maze. Well, yeah, okay, so the word labyrinth in English refers to a specific type of labyrinth. I've actually been in one of those labyrinths. You know, the ones which are just like a loop, pretty much. Or, like, it just, like, goes into the middle. Like, you just walk around and around and around and eventually get to the middle. That's what I'm talking about. The Labyrinth has some history. It's pretty interesting. It was supposedly to hold the Minotaur. Yeah, I don't know. But I think that Maze had some interesting things in it, if I remember correctly. It was like an interesting read. So what I did when I was reading The Maze Runner was that I had procrastinated so much that like the day before school started, I just like stayed up late at night just reading like till I finished it, and I finished like really late, and I was like really tired when I went to school the next day. It's totally unnecessary. Because, like, I mean, it's not like I was tested on, like, this book right, like, the first day of school. I mean, the first day of school, wasn't that just, like, an hour, like, of just, like, attendance, kind of? I mean, it was completely pointless for me to stay up like that. Okay, so then there was Svarta Kläder, Svart Mask. That book... Okay, I've like made a joke out of that book's title, saying like white Svarta Kläder, Svart Mask. Maybe I should be talking about these in Swedish instead. I don't know. You know, black clothes, black mask. So I've said white clothes, white mask, as in like KKK, because that's kind of funny, I guess. I remember there was this one, like, man, that book was so weird. It was like a mystery novel, kind of, and like there was like a robbery, and I guess they were investigating it. I remember there was this one chapter about some like woman who was like walking around like gathering cans or something. It was weird. Okay, but what they concluded was that the robbery... Oh my god, this was so weird how they did this. Oh... I remember before we started reading it too, like the teacher told us not to spoil it and give an example like the goldfish did it. That just stuck in my mind ever since. The goldfish did it. But I'm gonna spoil it right now, because I'm talking about it. I'll give as many details as I feel the need to, because I just realized I'm remembering things about this book now. I think I know what it was about now, kind of. It was that... Oh no. Huh. What the frick? So like, there was like this video game, and they concluded that the robber had used a voice, like a recording of the game audio, like of some person in the game saying, "Hands up, this is a robbery," in English. That line was in English too, I think. Yeah, it was. That line was in English. Hands up, this is a robbery. So I'm not translating right now. That line was in English. And I guess, now that I think about it, I just remember that the culprit was, like, the mother of, like, the protagonists. So, I guess the point there is to say that, oh, so that's why she sounded like a man, because she was using this recording from this obscure video game. Huh. Herdier. Oh, Lillipup Herdier Stoutland. Man, there's this weird YouTuber I remember. Like a long time ago, or like a couple of years ago. I watched this video of some dude making... Which video was it? Maybe it was this one. I don't know. Like some dude making vegan bacon. Oh, maybe it was this dude. That video is just stuck in my mind. Fucking Audino. Why is it an Audino every time? What is so special about Audino? Why does Audino have to be the rustling grass Pokemon every time? Okay, so yeah, I'm pretty sure I should wait. I should postpone Litwick's evolution so that it can learn good moves earlier. Yes, I'm pretty sure that's what I'm supposed to do. So, did I want overheat? It's only level 41. It's gonna have to level 20 more levels to get overheat. That's a bit unreasonable, don't you think? I don't know. Well, I definitely wanted to get Shadow Ball, which is at 49. I mean, overheat doesn't really matter that much. I would just prefer Flamethrower. But yeah, I'm definitely waiting for Shadow Ball, I think. So where was I? Oh yeah, Black Clothes, Black Mask. Yes, I don't... Yeah, so that was just a weird book. I don't remember what the majority of it was about. I only remember a few things here and there. Like a couple. Very little. I remember more from Inoi Hovet, because she would like... I don't know, she had like some... You know, she was taken into a Christian family, and I remember she would write letters to her old family, to her family, her old family, and she would, like, I think she went out into the woods. Wait, she even, like, tried to, like, hike across, like, a long-ass, like, to, like, a northern city to the capital, didn't she? Yeah, it was something weird like that. Anyway, so let's move on. Then there's The Witches by Roald Dahl. And yeah, so this was an English class. We read The Witches. I remember drinking some like a rooibos tea whilst I was reading The Witches one evening. Yeah, so I remember that book had illustrations sometimes. I guess it wasn't that bad of a book. Well, I don't know, it's just I didn't really care about any of it. Yeah, no, I just nah, I don't see what's so good about it. And we watched the film after we had read it. Maybe it was whilst we were reading it. No, I think it was after. Okay, a book which is missing from here is okay, so we did this really weird thing where, okay, you know Billy Elliot? Billy Elliot is a film, right? I'll double check once more. Billy Elliot is a film. And someone made a book version of Billy Elliot. And we read the book version of Billy Elliot. But we kind of didn't at the same time. Like, the teacher wasn't really being all that strict about it. So I remember reading it during like the Easter break or something. A little bit. Like I read like half of it maybe, and that's all I did, so I never read the entire thing. And it was like quite thin too, you know, it wasn't much a text, like it was short. It was really weird, but we also watched the film. Oh, maybe I should put that on my tier list then. No, because that was, well, yeah. I don't know when I was counting from. I was counting from like the middle of 2017, which we watched Billy Elliot in the 8th grade, which is, yeah, between, you know, like August of 2016 to June of 2017. So it's before I started counting, pretty much. Well, not really. Kind of. Well, yeah, so I think we watched it still when it was 2016, maybe. Something like that. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's how I started listening. That's how that's why I was listening to the you know that song We Love to Boogie by T-Rex. I've listened to that song a lot because of Billy Elliot. What is this? Why are my Pokemon fainting so much? Yeah, I don't know what to say about Billy Elliot. It was like kind of a good film, I guess. It wasn't that bad. It was pretty good, actually. It's not a 1 out of 10. I guess it's more like a 3 out of 10, maybe. Someone brought up, you know the discussion about the film Cuties? Someone on Twitter I follow brought up Billy Elliot and said that just like Billy Elliot wasn't about, like, you know, sexualizing Billy, neither is Cuties. I don't know if that comparison is really valid though, I don't know. Maybe it's not quite the same thing. Okay, And then there was Holes by Lewis Satcher. So, like I said, I'd gotten this book... Wait, when did we read this? I don't even remember. That was like way later, wasn't it? Maybe it was in 9th grade or 10th grade. Shit. I don't know. Frick. Yeah, I think I might have gotten it for Christmas in 2016. And then maybe we read it in 9th grade. Yeah, that might have been what it was. Yeah, I'm pretty... Yeah, it was, wasn't it? It was either 9th grade or 10th grade. And okay, so first I guess I'll bring up Spring så fort du kan, which is the second book in a trilogy. Yeah, there was some masturbation scene in that book, I know. They were talking about how, I don't know, it was brought up how they have sex in the third one, and I'm just like, God damn it. Fuck you. Book. We never read the third one, though. Yeah, the second one, it was just like, they were like on a farm or something. I mean, you know, it was like apocalyptic book. I guess you could, yeah. Yeah, it was like apocalyptic. They were on a farm. Yeah. They were on a farm. And then, after that, we read the first one. And so, yeah, that's kind of weird. Read the first one second. Yeah. I don't even... That one was even more boring. Well, it was horses. And it was... yeah. It was a farm. The basic badge. What? There were horses in the second one too. They were on a farm. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I did... One time I brought up this book as a bad example, like as an example of a bad book on Reddit, and someone responded to me saying that they loved it. So, I guess some people love it. Yeah, I remember that. I don't remember the basic patch though. Whoa. What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah. The Quake. Indeed. Tamashi Hiroka reference there. Do I have to explain references? I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't. They didn't have anything like this in Generation 2, thank God. They did have this in Generation 1, didn't they? Oh yeah, ice puzzles. My favorite. With no items. Seemingly. The what? The legend badge. That makes... Well, I guess dragons are in legend. Ooh. No, there's nothing there. Oh fuck. It's Victory Road. I have no idea what to expect. The usual, it seems. Do I not have surf? I still don't have surf, do I? Wait, I do. Damn it, I don't have a surfing Pokemon on me. I hope I don't need it. Because I don't have a water type on my team. Okay, so then there was I guess now we're moving on to 9th grade, and then there's that's Holes by Louis Satcher. Yeah, so I'd already read it pretty much. Yeah. Yes, we read it. I don't know really know what to say. And we even watched the film. So I kind of liked the book, I guess. It was kind of interesting. Yeah. I thought it was genius the way it connected everything. I guess I didn't realize that was super common to do in fiction, like how everything is connected to each other. Oh, now they're all going to be super fast. Zebstrika is already fast, isn't it? I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do. There's too much for me to focus on right now. With these fucking book reviews. Or rather, I'm talking about all these books. Yeah, I guess I'll keep it brief. I don't really know what to say about Holes. So then there was Hunger Games, which I'd already read. So like, there's Hunger Games. I was quite disappointed by it, reading it again. But I guess it was still kind of good. It was kind of fun reading about what they were up to in the arena. It was like kind of a little bit interesting, maybe. Okay, and then I guess now we're moving on to 10th grade. I already told you about the boy in the striped pajamas. I did not like it. I don't see what was so good about it at all. It was just what is this? Um, so there was Rami's Resa, which seems to be some even less popular book. Like some quite obscure books here. You know, maybe you've noticed by now that I didn't say that the ones in Enoi Havet, the characters there were Jewish. I didn't say that, but like maybe you've noticed by now that this is kind of libtard. Rami's Resa, it was like, because it's like, because we were talking about the Romani people, and so that's why we read Rami's Resa. I guess it wasn't all bad. It was, well, I don't know what to say. It was a weird book. Man, there's like that nurse in Germany in that book who was like kept saying like the wrong word and like apologizing. It's just, what? I mean, I guess, yeah, I don't know what to say about it. It was not very interesting at all, nope. Oh, it was even co-authored in like some weird way. Where, yeah, so... Oh, shit. Supposedly it's based on a true story, which I guess makes it better. I like true stories. Someone told his story to... Ramis told his story to some author who wrote it down. I see. Is it really based on a true story? Huh. Huh. Oh yeah, and I forgot, it started out in Kosovo. Yeah, so I guess this book was kind of alright, but not really. I mean, yeah, I didn't really care for it, no. No. And then there's On the Western Front, Nothing New. Whatever it's called. Well, it's called All Quiet on the Western Front in English. På västfronten intet nytt in Swedish. Im Westen nicht Neues in German. I quite liked it. Kind of. It had some interesting parts. Man, that was some weird stuff. There was like the protagonist was like mentoring someone new. Like when they were gonna when like some cannon was firing and he shit his pants or something. I don't know. And then there was like some prostitutes. I mean, what? What was that all about? They like swam or something? What? What was that? What the fuck was that? And then... Oh, and all of them defecating in a group? Ashamed at first, but then used to it? And then it was like some chickens? no! Oh, okay. Oh, so it was a tutorial. And then there was like... Well, the protagonist was wounded and ended up in some like big-ass church or something. Or like some place for people who are wounded to be kept. And someone was dragged off to like a slaughter chamber. And then there was like some dude in that, like, so like they were all sitting in this one room. They were all in this one big room, and then like one of the guy's wife came there, and like then they had sex in that room, and like everyone was looking away. What was that book? And then he died. Oh man, that was so annoying too. Yeah, he went home and then he was like, no, I gotta go back to the battlefield, and then he died. Like, they sent him home, but he was like, no, I want to return. And he was killed. Okay, so then there was The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. I mean, I already talked about this. Just like annoying characters doing weird things, like doing like nothing. They're just like doing a bunch of baloney, like going to the fucking Netherlands. Like, well, I don't even care. Like, what is this? What is this? Durant. What does Durant evolve into? Nothing? Maybe it's unevolved. It is. It is. I don't know what to say about The Fault in Our Stars. It's just a lot of baloney. Oh, and I forgot. Damn it. I forgot. In the 9th grade, we read Mina Drömmars stad. The city of my dreams. And that is like my favorite book. I hated reading it at the time. Because like it would... Because, you know, I was forced to pretty much. And also like... It was boring a lot of the time. But like some parts were really interesting. So like main... It's like... I don't even remember, like maybe I'm remembering incorrectly, but it had like all these like... children just like having sex in public, like... And it had this one whore, like in some place where the protagonist was staying. And then like they did a time skip, you know, because they do time skips in this book. Then later, that whore had a whorehouse and had an employee, a 16-year-old whore. And okay, so the protagonist now has a house. And I think that 16-year-old also lives in that house for some reason. Maybe. I don't even remember. And I don't even remember what happened. Okay, so like the protagonist's friend was a communist. And also he almost had sex with the 16-year-old whore. And was like trying to like, I guess, absolve him of blame. There was some weird thing there. Because like she was leading him on or something? I don't know. I don't remember what exactly it was, but it was something there. Oh, and then there was also some weird sex scene with the protagonist. Like some night, sometime. And they also did this, like they were working on these boats. And then later he worked in some, you know, thing at the shore. Like in some factory there or something, I don't even know. Oh, and he also did some hard manual labor, you know, and it was really difficult on the body. Oh, and then there was this one guy. You know, the big guy who would drink a lot of alcohol. And then he died. I don't remember. I think he treated his children quite poorly. But he died. Oh yeah, they even described the 16-year-old whore taking a customer there one time. What else was in that book? There was also, you know, so like when the protagonist has a son, that son goes to school, and school just fucking sucks. It's really bad in that book. And he goes to like some place somewhere and he gets bullied. Like he goes to some house somewhere and he gets bullied. There. And then there was some family with a slovenly apartment, as opposed to somehow like the protagonist's house, you know, like the wife keeps it super clean somehow. I don't even know. Oh yeah, they had a wedding too, I remember. Some weird wedding. And they went on boats somewhere to some island somewhere, I don't know. Or, well, okay, they went multiple times. They went on this small boat one time, and then they went on this bigger boat to this other island. Or this, well, not exactly island, but to this, like, someone's, like, place somewhere. And, like, they really liked the son because he was, like, very polite. He was very polite. And the protagonist was sick. And he died. And there was some revolution sometime in the book. Well, kind of a revolution, but not really, but a little bit. You know, maybe I could actually go back and look at that. Well, no, I couldn't. What am I talking about? Well, maybe I could. I mean, I have, like, my old documents from school, like, sitting here on my computer. Swedish. Mina Drömmars stad. Yeah, I have some documents here. But I don't really know if they don't really contain anything, I don't think. Oh my god. Stuff I wrote. Annika is psycho. She wants to take August from his parents. Det är väldigt sjukligt i hens drömmars stad. I wrote. Hens. Oh my god, this was dumb. Oh yeah, and then there was like the bakers. I don't even know what that's called in English. Yes, the bakers working at night. Yeah. At the cigar makers. The girls at the cigar makers bullied August. Oh, and then there was like a workers' union who the friend was a part of. Yeah, I remember this too. There was the word ok. I didn't know the ok was a word in Swedish, but it is. I remember this. Like ever since I read this book, I've thought about the word ok. Vildinna. Sometimes it rains in December, I said. I don't even remember that. Like, I don't remember ever, like, seeing rain in December. Yeah, these... fuck. Oh, but I do have all my school stuff right here, so I could just look through that. There's, like, a Swedish folder, isn't there? So I could just look through that. And I might find the part that I'm thinking about, you know, with the dude and the 16-year-old. And like, there was like some, you know, reading between the lines, which like I didn't even notice I was doing. But like the teacher pointed out that, oh, here you have to read between the lines to get what he's saying. But like, I just thought, well, isn't that obvious? I mean, yeah, it's obvious what he's implying here. Pride does not mean acting arrogantly. Man, I'm so stuck in Victory Road. I don't even know how to get back. Level 40 Rufflet. Man, the Pokemon evolve at such late levels in this game. Or maybe that was in earlier generations too, I don't know. Just feels like they're a lot higher level in these generations. Like, level 54. I mean, like, what? I mean, if you compare that to Fearow in Generation 1, it's comparable, right? We have Spearow and we have Rufflet. Spearow evolves at level 20, and Rufflet evolves at level 54. Like, that's a huge, huge difference. Why does Rufflet evolve so much later than Spearow? Huge difference. Even with, like, you could take Litwick and Poliwag. Compare them. You know, it's like a level and then stone. Like, what the fuck? Poliwag evolves at level 25. Litwick evolves at level 41. Like, what? Why is it so much higher in this game? It's so weird. Oh, a Heatmore. See, I'd say this book, yes, it's, I guess, my favorite. I would say. I don't know how I'm supposed to get back to the Pokemon Center. Okay, maybe I've said enough about that book now. So now back to 10th grade. Every Day by David Levithan. And like, I swear. Okay, so the protagonist is like this person who is born into a different person's body every day. And like, I swear. God damn it. Okay, so he befriends this one person. Okay, but like, the fact that this person becomes a different person every day makes them kind of genderless, if you know what I'm saying. So like, this person befriends someone, then they're gonna have sex one day, but they don't really want to. The protagonist doesn't want to. And like, I swear, like when we were discussing this, my classmates actually were saying that, oh, they should have done it anyway. Like that they were advocating rape. I swear that's what they said, but I don't know. Maybe I misunderstood. It was really weird. Like, they should have gone along with it, even if they didn't feel like it. I mean, what? What is this? Why would you say that? What the fuck? What is wrong with you? I swear that's what they were saying, but I don't know. Anyway. Oh, so that's the ice puzzle. So do I actually have to go all the way back manually? Well, at least I can. The gates are open. Well, I can't... Yeah, but... Yeah, this book was not very good at all. Yeah, it sucked. It sucked so bad. Wasn't it also like that they had difficulty proving like that this was happening, even though it would have been really easy to prove. Like, I think they were making it out to be more difficult to prove than it actually was. I think they could have proved it, or maybe they did. I don't know. It's kind of an interesting concept, I guess, but I don't even remember how it ended. Whatever. I didn't like the book. Okay, and that was it for my time in compulsory education in Sweden. And then, you know, there's a gymnasium, and when I started gymnasium, I was in the autism class. You know, like the class specifically for autistic people, which my school has for, you know, so that's epic. And so they gave me this book in English class called The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. And I actually quite enjoyed reading it. It was tremendously relatable. Well, not relatable all the time, but relatable like at least half the time. And the other time it was still like an interesting look at a character who is, you know, abnormal in the way he thinks. And, you know, basically autism. Although it's never like specifically like said by in the book or anything. I mean, and like I think the author actually didn't necessarily call it autism, but I don't know. Well, it definitely is, pretty much. I mean, if you go on Wikipedia here, although Christopher's condition is not stated, the book's blurb refers to Asperger's syndrome, high-functioning autism, or savant syndrome. He, in July 2009, Haddon wrote on his blog that Curious Incident is not about a book about Asperger's. If anything, it's a novel about difference, about being an outsider, about seeing the world in a surprising and revealing way. The book is not specifically about any specific disorder, and that he, Haddon, is not an expert on autism spectrum disorder or Asperger's syndrome. But, I mean, he's implied to be autistic. So, you know, let's just say this, it's very relatable. It was quite interesting. So I quite liked it. Yes, it was a quite interesting book, I'll say. I feel like towards the end it got a bit weird. Or like just kind of boring, I guess. But quite a good book. Quite liked it. And that's it. Okay, so that was a year ago. Just to be clear, and then I joined this specific part of the school that I'm in, this other part of the school that I'm in now, and have been since November, circa November 2019. October or November, something like that. But like, well, how much should I say here? Like the shower is in the shower room is in the previous section of the school I was in the autism section. Which is where I was today. And I went there today. I told you. And I had to wait for like 3 other people to finish. You know, for them to shower first, that is. Okay, and then... Well, I already talked about riddles of existence. So that's it then. Whatever, this was kind of a waste of time. Or well, not really, but... Man, I sure am making this... Why do I feel so exhausted making this video? This has felt so exhausting to make this video. More exhausting than any other video, and it's 10 PM right now. It's, you know, 22 o'clock, and... I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do the rest of the day. I mean, maybe I'm just tired. I don't know what to do. This has been so exhausting to make this video. This has been like the most exhausting video for me to ever make. Like, I'm just so exhausted. Like, talking about all this. And like having to play the game at the same time. I mean, this has been the most exhausting video ever. Not really. Well. Actually, yeah, kind of. Haven't I done some like really long edited video sometime? Maybe I haven't. I don't know. But you know, there... Oh shit, here's Dino. Should I catch it? I kinda want it. But I don't know. Whatever, I've already used it in another Pokemon game. My team is good as it is. I just feel like I should use it since this is its game. It's Generation 5. Well, maybe it's in Black 2 and White 2. Wait, do I have to slide down to advance? Yeah, I think I do. Yeah. I'm exhausted. I'm so exhausted. Like, I guess I won't be consuming any sugar this evening, or I guess I could. I do have enough time after all. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I could. Maybe I'm too tired to, I don't know. I'm so exhausted. This video has been so exhausting to make. I talked about all this fucking shit. I just kind of want to forget that I ever made this video. Maybe I don't even want to upload it. I'm exhausted. Maybe I can stop saying that. Yeah, the Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime. It was a book that I liked. It was a good book. It was indeed a good book, very relatable at times. How am I supposed to do this? Okay, I need to... I'm so exhausted. Microgram is supposed to be in front, so that I can run from Pokemon. Wild Pokemon. And then for trainers, I can switch in Daedamon. Why is there an item there? Right, because I don't have fucking Surf. Escape rope should work, though, right? Maybe. I guess it should. I don't think I want to go there. I already fought this person, apparently. Oh no. Oh, yes! Oh, that didn't even do much. But that's okay, this is good. Why are my Pokemon so weak? I don't get it. I mean, first of all, they're not even, like, high level enough. Maybe it's because my Pokemon are unevolved, and that's why they're so weak, and I need to adjust for that by using rare candies. Oh no. Oh no. Oh! I'm freed, somehow. Does JF have Levitate? I don't think so. JF has that, like, ability thing, right? I don't know. No, that was a move. Oh, Magic Guard, that's cool. No, I should have, well, paint split, but it doesn't matter. Drunken Wushu. Why are the Pokemon so strong? I don't get it. It's gonna take forever. What? Oh, and right, so Sunny day will improve synthesis. Photosynthesis? As Pokemon grows, its connection to the string will improve and their bond becomes stronger. Like, now all my Pokemon are dead. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Like, now I have to go back to the center. It's ridiculous. I have to go all the way back just to heal my Pokemon. This is gonna be like after every battle in there, because my Pokemon are too weak. I'm so exhausted. Maybe I'm just tired and I just don't realize it. I don't know if I should wait with consuming the ice cream. Maybe I should do that tomorrow, or I don't know. I have difficulty making decisions. I was having difficulty today when I came home from school. I don't know what I was gonna drink. If I was gonna drink, I don't actually. If I was gonna drink Hardboe Cola, or if I was gonna drink Mountain Dew, or chocolate milk. Oh boy, that is. Or water. Just water, that is. I couldn't decide. Well, I decided on the Hardboe Cola. Whatever. Oh, and today I felt like I might have a cold. So I was like, oh no, I can't go to school because coronavirus. But I don't know if I actually... I don't know. It's difficult for me to tell. Maybe I'm just fooling myself. Well, I mean, it still feels like that. My throat still feels weird. My nose, maybe not as much. But it was weird. I don't know. This video has been so exhausting to make. Maybe I just need a break. Like, can I just like upload this? Maybe I should just stop this video, render it, upload it, and I just lie on my bed and try to calm down. I don't know. I can feel better later. I mean, this video's gone off very long. Fuck. I don't even want to. I just want to pretend that this video doesn't exist. But no, I'm gonna upload this. Goodbye.